Okay, in this video, I'm going to be doing a really quick review of the Rotring 600. Wait, is that upside down? Sorry. The Rotring 600 ballpoint pen. I got this off of Amazon about 2 years ago, and I've been using it pretty much daily in college just to take notes. I'm left-handed, and I think I prefer writing with pen. So yeah, I'll just give you some advice and give you a good review. Okay, so as you can see, I just have some normal paper here. The pen itself is fully made out of metal, and it's pretty easy to unscrew. It's got a pretty satisfying click as well, which I think is pretty nice, kind of just as a fidget. It's built pretty well, fully metal. I will say sometimes on my particular pen, I'm not sure how to describe this fully, but this kind of inner metal piece will actually separate from the exterior housing. So I'll occasionally have to kind of just push it back down into place, which usually solves the problem. But I guess I'll just explain what that caused. That caused like a little gap in between the grip piece and then the main metal frame. So anyways, the cartridge that comes with it is actually kind of terrible. Or it's not terrible, but it's just not that good. So right now I'm using Schmidt EasyFlow 9000. You can just order this separately from Amazon. You can get like a pack of a bunch of them. And yeah, so with these cartridges, I think this particular cartridge is like a gel oil like mix. But it works really well for me as a lefty. And the replacement is just super easy. It just comes in and out, just like any normal nice pen. Now the cartridge that the pen actually comes with is not this one, but it's not that great. It's okay. It just doesn't write that smoothly or cleanly. It's just unfortunate. Sometimes I just use a cheaper cartridge, but the pen itself is like what you're paying for, and that is a very solid and functional build. The cartridge I'm using is the Schmidt EasyFlow, and yeah, I think it works great. It's like I think it's like a gel and oil based, I think it's like a combination or something. So anyways, it writes super smooth. So I can highly recommend the Schmidt EasyFlow 9000. My handwriting is pretty terrible, but this thing just writes cleanly and smoothly every time. And yeah, so the last thing I'll mention in this review is the unfortunate, some of the worst part about this pen, in my opinion, which there's not many things. It's a really high quality pen, but the one thing I don't like is that there's it's kind of gonna be hard to see, but there's a gap in I don't know. My pen terminology is not very great, but pretty much you have this hole, right, that you can see here, and this is wider than the pen tip. So there's this little bit of play that you might be able to see if I kind of zoom in here, there's this little bit of play that, whenever you first start writing, you can kind of feel it. And that's pretty much the only thing. So sometimes, people have had luck with getting a really thin piece of strong tape, but still very, very thin tape, and wrapping it around part of the tip, which will kind of just take up a little bit more space. Yeah, wrapping a piece of tape around here, which will get rid of some of that extra play. But yeah, that's it's pretty negligible. I really don't notice it that often, but everything else has held up completely fine. Just make sure someone doesn't steal it, right? That's pretty much your biggest risk with a pen like this. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm happy to answer. I'm not going to show you guys my terrible writing because that's just the my hand and the cartridge, which doesn't even come with the pen. So but I'll draw you a little design if you'd like. All right, there you go. Okay, have a good day, and make sure to subscribe. Okay, all right, thanks for watching.